Hi, I'm Barbara. Thanks for coming back and watching me do my little videos again. Today I've been baking all day long. I have a farmer's market tomorrow. So I've been baking peanut butter cookies and banana bread. Look at these pretty little banana breads, aren't they cute? I love them. That was also a recipe from Cook with Mel, and she made banana jam out of, you'll never guess, it's eggplants. You can use eggplants or zucchini instead of bananas, so that way it's still keto. That's pretty cool. So you put banana extract in it. You'll have to go look at her YouTube, but that's what I did today, and they turned out so good. They're so delicious. I'll have to tag her so that she can see this video and know how appreciative I am of this recipe because they're so good. I also made my jumbo, look at how big these guys are, jumbo peanut butter with peanut butter chip cookies, and also jumbo, is it as big as my head? I don't know. Big as your head, chocolate chip cookies, and I don't know, I make all kinds of stuff. But I promised you that I would show you what my starter looks like today for my sourdough, keto sourdough starter, using just almond flour. And yesterday was day 6, so it's been equal parts almond flour and lukewarm water. And we've been adding it to our starter for 6 days. Today's day 7. I didn't get a chance to make any bread today, but last night I put a little bit of yeast in it, and boy, that made the difference. So it smells really good. So here it is behind me. Okay. Oh, it smells really good. And it's starting, it actually rose quite a bit, like a half of an inch. And I can see all the little bubbles starting in there, and big bubbles as well as little bubbles. So it did need the yeast since it is using almond flour. It's not, you know, doesn't have the gluten in it. So we had to do something. And that's what the recipe called for, to put some yeast in it. So I'm just going to show you one of these today because you know I have 2 of them going. So I'm just going to stir this up. And I'm hopefully going to get to making bread tomorrow and see how this works. But it won't hurt for it to age a little bit more. I think it'll be even better. So I'm going to zero out my scale. And my thermometer says that it's 70 degrees. So I'm going to put that over there. So here is my lukewarm water. And I'm putting 50 grams in, just like I have been doing. And I have been putting, let's see, 17, okay. I had been putting 1 tablespoon, or 2 tablespoons of almond flour in this whole time and 50 grams of water. But now I'm doing 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast, and then just 1 tablespoon of the almond flour to add to these. So having that double yeast day, I think, is really going to help it a lot. So here is my almond flour, and I'm just getting I'm just kind of shaking it out and getting a tablespoon there, kind of rub it off on the sides. There we go. And I'll put that in. And also I'm going to put 1 thing of yeast, so I forgot to get it out of the fridge, but I will get it. Real close here. Sorry about that. But I'm back. I got my yeast. I got it all sealed up in this airtight container, or it's got one of those suctions seals on there, so I kept it in the fridge just because it was so much. I bought this at Restaurant Depot, and it had like a huge container of it there, and I don't want it to go bad, but hopefully I'm going to be using it a lot in my bread. So let me set that aside, and then I'm just going to give it a stir out all of the lumps, make sure it's all well incorporated. And then I'm going to just put a lid on it, not tight. I'm just going to set it on the top. You could put a cheesecloth or a coffee filter, whatever you want to put on there. Make sure it's all incorporated well. It doesn't want to mix in the middle. There we go. And then I am just going to set my lid on top of it, just like that. I'm not even going to tighten it down. And I'm putting it in my spare bedroom on the windowsill because that's the warmest spot in my house. So, and it really worked yesterday. Oh, and before I forget, I want to move up my little rubber band here so that I can get all excited tomorrow and see how far it grows. I'm hoping it'll really rise now with that double night of yeast in it. So yesterday and then tonight. So, all right. Well, that's what I have for you today. I'll try to film the farmer's market for you tomorrow so you can see what those are like. Usually I have scones and cookies and muffins, and they're all, I'm looking over here because they're all on my table here, all spread out, waiting for me to pack them tomorrow. And then I make up these little samples. So these are just little 1-ounce cups with a piece of the cookie in there or the muffin. And then, you know, I can give out samples to everybody. So if you're in the area, I'm going to be in Estero tomorrow at Lighthouse Point or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at the map. But anyways, maybe it's Bonita Springs, but I'm down in Southwest Florida. So we are going to be there. And then I do another market on Saturday right here in LaBelle, Florida. The first Saturday of every month, they have a market there. So I will be there. Last time was my first time with my baked goods, and I sold out. So that was really exciting. And then on Sunday, I'm at Babcock Ranch, the market there. And usually it's in Founders Square, but it's going to be at the sports complex because they're having a big Founders Day party going on where we normally have the market. And usually at the markets, I also have my art. So if you don't know, I'm a watercolor artist. So, you know, I have prints and my cards and sometimes little small paintings. So you'll have to come see me. Be Swift Art is my website, beswiftart.com. All right, that's all for tonight. So we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now.